niggas that's only loud in a quiet room. But me, I'm a silent goon. I don't mind. Everything about me action. I even start my conversations off with, all right, boom, so fuck y'all.
What's going on, everybody? If you don't know me, it's your little homie Dean, here to bring you the Cinematics Top 10 review of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 9. Now, if you can, do me a big favor and go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you can continue to get the content. And if you do me a big favor, go ahead and jump in the comment section if you agree or disagree with anything that I'm saying. All right, boom. So we jump off with Marvin in his own world with his sights set on revenge. Now, I'm assuming Marvin done heard through the grapevine that Lil Rob been talking to the police because he looked like he wanted to shoot Lil Rob immediately as soon as the show starts. Now, Marvin ends up taking out one of Unique's people, and I think he had an M249. Y'all tell me what he was hanging out the 18 van with. You know what I mean? I think it was an M249, but they find out the rumors about Unique's bulletproof car is true. Now, Marvin proves in the first 5 minutes that he truly has a heart like Hitler. You know what I mean? He's shooting at Unique and his son looking like he's trying to kill the both of them with no remorse. Then getting Lil Rob to mob with him, knowing he gonna shoot him at the end of the mission already. Then he burnt them up like some Jamaican jerk chicken. I'm talking about they jump it off with Marvin going real deal ham, savage like at the beginning. Now D-Tech then pulls up at the hospital to see Lulu while he in there, he wanted all the smoke. Not really. And then he pulls up to see Lulu. I guess he's trying to get a statement or something. Now he sees a nurse give 2 young niggas some hall passes to walk around the hospital. And then automatically D-Tech spidey senses start tingling. Now these niggas got biscuits coming to end Lulu for Unique. But then they walk in the hospital looking more out of place than a Muslim eating a shoulder sandwich. But they are allowed to enter. Go. And I'm assuming it's because D-Tech can apprehend them because he already, moved Lou's room. I don't know how he saw them. They did that. They must have went to go change or some shit like that. That really didn't make sense. They cut that scene totally wrong. But I'm guessing they got the shit, went to go change, and then he moved Lou's room like them niggas got to be here to go hit up Lulu. Now with those silencers, that's 10 years easy without having a record. And now later on, Marvin mentions that Neek bringing in niggas from out of town. If they were from out of town, why don't D-Tech and Rock work with them and try to get them to tell on? You're doing, and I ain't trying to spoil it, but you're doing shit later on to get Unique set up to the police. Why don't you just go ahead and use these niggas and get these niggas to snitch since you got so much on them silencers? You're not going to see daylight after that. That's today, but back then it was even worse. So if you're not going to see daylight, why don't you go ahead and try to flip them niggas? This nigga just immediately, D-Tech just immediately flips his goddamn attention over to Rock. Or, Rock don't use him to try to lock up Unique. I don't know. But either way, D-Tech talks reckless about, Kanan and almost, like he about to give up Kanan. He gonna get him to get a warrant with all the shit he hearing about the death dope that Kanan done cooked up. So he gives up, and he almost even gave up that he need that bone marrow. She was asking him like, but he got Rock, by our balls right now. And Rock decides that he got to die in that moment. I don't know if she decided at the end. I'm not too sure why they stole the jacket, but she decided right then that he got to die. So now on another note, Detective Burke then approaches Juke and offers her a snow cone and tells her that she was gay too. And then Juke just ends up listening to this shit and wants to go get a snow cone with a broad daylight. Y'all go from the funeral. She's over there looking at Nicole's grave, and then she pulls up on you in Nicole's grave. Y'all go to the city to a snow cone hut or whatever the hell it is, and then y'all go there, go get a snow cone, and then you pull up on her. You come outside after buying the snow cone. I'm pretty sure she done bought you the snow cone, and then you go ahead and tell her, why are you following me? Nigga, ain't you too late for that? Why didn't you say that at the goddamn cemetery? What are you talking about? And now, I don't even get that. But she bring up D Wiz and all this other stuff and let you know, and then you get to arguing with her at the end, tell her to stop following you after you finish your fucking snow cone. I don't get it. I don't get it, Juke. And then I know everybody finna take up for Juke and all of that at the end of the episode. If you seen it, I'm not. All right, so Kanan, meanwhile, asks Rock why have the rooms been moved, and she, she tells him what the fuck going on. The niggas running in there trying to kill your uncle. She slick tries to apologize for the D Wiz situation, and then Kanan pledges his allegiance again to do what's needed to be done for the family. Which I believe that, like I believe a pop up telling me there are horny singles in my area. Not gonna happen. I don't stop it. Now I'm pretty sure Rock and Marvin end up what I said was in the hospital holy room or whatever last week, and they proceed to have the best scene of the series, if you're asking me, at least this season. I'm talking about that was epic. Him just Marvin pouring his heart out, letting them know, man, you my little sister, for you to be coming at me like this, and I got to answer to you. And I've even come to terms with that, man. You're better at me than this. You think it out a little purer. You're not as emotional about your actions. And I can dig that. She asked him to go ahead and come on back in, and we gonna get these niggas back. We can't let them fuck with family. That was the hardest scene in the series. Could be in all of them. I got to go back to the first power to see which scene is harder than that. But they went gangster. Now, back in Lou Room, Famous Sister and Juke have shown back up, and Juke feels compelled to tell Rock half of what the fuck is actually going on. She doesn't mention Nicole, her girlfriend, is dead, that she went to go get put on that Pulp Fiction suit for, breaking into the house of Nicole after her parents are done and getting the police called on her. Mama Nicole blaming her for the drugs, knowing that she got it from Kanan, and then just all she say is that the cop approached her and I handled it, basically trying to make yourself look like a big person, which compels Rock to think Juke is at an advantage with Detective Burke. So she tells Rock, hey, why don't you use your cop at your advantage? Or what the fuck did she say? She was like having a cop as your friend could be good or whatever the hell. But she's not knowing that she got all this on you and all this. She already saved you, kept you from getting arrested. Like, you're not telling the whole story. So of course Rock is gonna assume that. God damn. Now Marvin and Kanan cleaning straps, bumping smoky black royalty. Marvin gives Kanan a strap and says it is from his mama. Now I can't believe that she actually went this far, but you see why that she did later. And of course, Kanan fucks up the whole situation by complaining after he breaks it down to me and your mama cool, and then, she wanted you to have this strap. Now you start complaining about the music, which is smoky black royalty, and then he goes in there to go. You tell him to go to jukebox room to get some music, and of course he finds the goddamn jukebox leather, all the gay shit, with jukebox. Now, as I said last week, I hoped and I prayed that Marvin is not the one that put his hands on jukebox. I put that in my last story. Y'all saw that. But I'm sorry. This is 1991. And just like your auntie ain't overstepping by asking you to lie to a cop so she can send another nigga to jail for life based off what you're saying. Your daddy, who you know is a certified street nigga. You remember telling Kanan stuff about the family you don't know. So this nigga murders niggas, been to jail, doesn't goddamn it do anything out here on these streets. But then, because he talks crazy to you, because you haven't had a conversation with him saying, hey, I actually do like girls. I actually do want to, that this is just how I am. Dad, I know you don't approve of it, but can we talk? You didn't do that. You kept it from him. Even Rock had to pull it out of you. But now you didn't do that. So immediately he talks funky to you. Just like your auntie told you to go lie to a cop, his reaction is talking funky to you, which is your family dynamic, which is what you're used to. But instead of you taking that on the chin, you turn the aggressor, spit in the nigga face. Now, all of a sudden, now, ladies, You talking about you don't get the attention from your man? You don't like how he actually goes about stuff, and then you try to push on him, yelling. We giggle at that. Spit in that nigga face. You will get the reaction you're looking for. Now, you spit in this nigga face. You spit on your daddy. Now, I can't even. Come on now. I'm 40. If I pull up at a spot and then talk to my daddy talking about in the 90s, talking about I'm coming home with a boy, I'm not expecting this type of reaction. So then you do all of that, almost get done like Tommy did Holly. And then he even said, man, you need to calm down. You need to chill out. He wasn't even really trying to fight you like that. So your bruises and stuff, fuck it. Yeah, it's your fault. Fuck Nicole. It's your fault, Juke. Yeah, it was. But we're going to let it go. Right, past that. But so he let you walk out. He didn't even try to hurt you. He was still calling your name, trying to be your daddy. But come on, man. His brother in the damn hospital. His sister talking fucking to him. White gal trying to set him up. And he just feels something funny, even though he don't know that yet. But he feels something funny after he had sex with her. He's in a place. Now you over here, you know what I mean, girl faggot. Come on. It ain't. I don't really blame him. I can't really blame Marvin. He's in a place. It's 1991. All right. So now D-Tech gives Detective Burke more cause for concern. Walking up in here, she tell them that I done heard through the streets more that Kanan is doing it. You told me that Kanan wasn't doing it. Now you double down that Kanan ain't doing it. So now I ain't gonna be your partner no more if you keep investigating stuff that I tell you you shouldn't investigate, even if I could be wrong. That's stupid. So he's gonna get her to look into this shit more. Of course, she didn't tell him about her conversations with fucking Juke, which is where Rock becomes into a genius on what she told Luke. So now, why Rock tell Marvin to give Kanan the strap instead of waiting till target practice, which they go into, I don't know. But she goes in and she takes Kanan in the target practice and basically breaks down everything except who his daddy is. And just tells him that, yeah, I mean, if you're going to jump into this thing, let's do it right. Find out Rock know how to pop that pistol. And she trying to show this young boy, you know what I mean, what's going on and how to do it. And he seems ready. This is the best time. He even sounded like 50 on this episode, if you ask me. So this is the best episode for him by far. And she just tries to break it down to him on what's going on, what it needs to be done, and how we need to do it. She was 100% on how them straps work and which ones you need to pop with in given situations. You know what I mean? When she said them revolvers, man, you gonna hear that you gonna hear that shit in North Jersey. Hey, real spit. And that was the most gangster thing she did. Now I like how they was popping back and forth by Unique giving his speech on riding on Rock and her giving her speech about what we need you to do. And with all of that put together, him putting on Unique's jacket made you think that he was going to Unique. Now a lot of y'all already pre-predicted that he was going that D-Tech was gonna get his ass shot with the Unique jacket on, but y'all thought it was Lulu. It's a nice little twist that she got the jacket from Lulu and then did that. That's why Lulu was sitting in the house talking about I'm off tonight because he done already gave her the jacket. It wasn't his responsibility to go kill whoever the fuck. She was holding that for the right occasion. Makes sense. And I mean, it's still a little bit of a stretch on the simple fact that, you know, Unique, there's nobody there. You're taking your time. This nigga go over here. So he goes over here and pulls out the pistol on goddamn Omar Epps. And he over here like, oh man, I want to see that. I couldn't think it all day and pulls the strap out on him. Shoots him one time. He's over here laid down. I don't think he killed him, if I'm being honest, because I mean, we should see a shot in the head like we did Lil Rob and everything. I don't think he actually killed him unless they jump it off next episode showing me. But so, of course, because Kanan gonna fuck it up. But for you to have another son get manipulated by their mama and kill their daddy on Power, I'm sick of Power. I'm sick of you. Of course, I'm addicted like that death dope Kanan cooked up. I ain't gonna stop watching, but I'm sick of you. Two sons have killed their father with the amount of fathers that we have out here, and both fathers want to be fathers to their son. I don't like it. You ready to talk all about how Marvin did some homophobic shit, beating up jukebox? Fuck you. I don't believe in it. Marvin acted accordingly. He didn't kick her out. They said he got kicked out for a thing. She probably done lied. In the original Power, Kanan said Jukebox got kicked out because she was gay by her daddy. I don't believe that anymore. That's probably just some bullshit that she done lied to Kanan about like he done did, because Marvin wasn't talking about kicking her out for that. Then whooped her ass, didn't even have to do it, got spit in his face and everything. Just had to put in. Two little niggas and killed their daddy. I don't approve. Tell me what you think about it. There it is.